Alright, what's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's doing well. Today could be potentially the start of something very, very great and very valuable for you guys. In my opinion, it's very important to kind of know where you stand once you embark on this journey. And it's very important to realize that you are going to need guidance. You're not going to be able to do this by yourself. The chances of that actually happening are 1%. It's 1 in a million. You need guidance. I'm going to be starting this completely free YouTube course, all documented on here. It's going to be as raw as possible, and I really do think it's going to help you in the long run. So, like I said, it's going to be completely raw. I'm not going to try to, batter the cake all up. It's just straight from the mind on the spot. And I feel like that's going to be the best way to kind of expose my feelings and how I feel about, my own journey, tips and not shortcuts, but just to point you in the right direction. That's what I want to be here for. So the title of this video is going to be New Beginnings, and that's for a reason. Before I even started on this journey, first of all, I knew nothing about it. I've heard about it, and therefore I was lost right away. And that's how a lot of you guys are going to be, which is okay. You have me here, you have guidance. So that's, you're already, one step ahead, further than I was when I started. So yeah, this is going to be new beginnings. I kind of want to expose to you, the right ways to go about, starting this journey, and the right ways to, keep on the right path to success. Basically, you have to start with the clear, open mind. You can't be closed-minded. You have to know how to take criticism, and you got to be willing to put the work in, stay disciplined. It's going to be completely different than the life you're living now, and I can say that, and I don't even know you guys. Overall, it's going to be extremely hard. And again, I'll say that with 100% confidence, because I know. And anybody I know that's, started the whole journey, they've said the same thing. So yeah, that's number one. Completely, erase everything. Erase your ideas, your fantasies. Just start from zero. And that's number one. Once you've done that, maybe go outside, do this. Just clear your mind, like I said. Now you come back, now you're self-centered, you have your emotions in check, and all things like that. Now you're ready to, begin the process. I believe, the second thing, now that you have that open mind, set some goals for yourself. And your goals, they're not going to be, to buy a brand new Lamborghini by the end of this year. That's not realistic. Realistic goals are, learning the basics. Once you learn the basics, then my next goal is going to be consistent. Once I'm consistent, my next goal is going to actually be seeing a little bit of that success that everyone looks for, But that little bit of success shouldn't even be money yet. It should be, winning trades, seeing the market, with clarity, clear vision, things like that, realistic things. And, that'll be the first, 6 months to a year. Because this journey, it's probably going to take you two to maybe 2 years with guidance, maybe a year. But, set realistic goals in a realistic time frame. Not that you want to put a time frame on things, but it helps to have an idea of where you want to be at a certain point. Just don't rush it. That's another important thing. Never rush this journey. You have to adapt and accept the process of what it is, and never try to get a step ahead. And because that could mess up your psychology, and just like that, you're down the drain, back to square one. So that's that. I think probably the last thing I'm gonna leave you with is really just you're gonna have to learn how to adapt and control yourself within your mind, and control your emotions, all of that stuff, all the psychology stuff. You're gonna have to learn to control it in a way that you never have before. And you're gonna see as you get further and further down the road, it's gonna get harder and harder because you're gonna be, tempted to take trades. You're gonna be thinking you're seeing the right thing when really you're just seeing the money side of it, and it's almost like you're treating the actual charts as a casino instead of a job, instead of a business. You're in this to make money, but you're in this to make money in the way that you have a business and you have to scale and grow and grow and grow. You're not just coming into the casino every morning at 9:30 to take a guess, take a gamble, and then, either lose your account, lose a lot of money, win money once in a while, lose it the next day. That's not how you want to treat the market. And you'll quickly realize that because you will go through that phase. And it's a tough one to get through, but once you realize that you're in this for, you have that longevity mindset, you'll soon realize how important it is to be patient, handle emotions, learn how to take a win, learn how to take a loss. All that stuff will fall into place, and once it does, you're going to see progress. You're going to be leveling up really fast. And again, I can say that with confidence. All this stuff coming from me, you guys, right now is literally from experience. And it's not long ago. I started, taking trading pretty serious, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. That's when I really started getting into it. Only recently, somewhat recently, I've, become profitable, able to realize what I want to do every morning and actually be able to do it consistently. That's where you want to get to. That's the point of where you can kind of take a step back and relax instead of, coming in every morning being uptight, wondering when, it's all going to click, when it's all going to happen. So, yeah, it's going to be really hard. But I'm here. I'm going to be here this whole entire, series and beyond that. You guys come to me with questions, seeking answers, whatever it may be. I'll be able to, guide you, assist you, put you down that path to success. And that's all I want to focus on with you guys. So like I said, this course is going to be on YouTube. I have a Discord. It's there's a free there's like a free Discord, and there's also like a premium Discord. The premium, it consists of it's the value that you're looking for to really be by my side and let me guide you to that path and all the way down the path until you reach the end, which is your success point. I have live trading. I do one-on-one calls, all of the above, everything. And the community, it's gonna be amazing in the way that you'll be able to connect with totally random people with the same mindset, and you'll be able to discuss the same ideas, to talk about trades you took, why did you take the trade. It's just a chance for you guys to kind of merge in a sense and get ideas from each other and put it to good use. And that's also another extremely important part. And you might get tired of talking to me. You want to go talk to your one of your peers in the Discord that have the same mindset, and you might get a better answer because they're experiencing it like currently, rather than me who's already experienced it and I'm on to, bigger and better things. But, and I'm not saying that to brag or, anything like that. I'm just saying it because it's realistic. Um, you know, some questions you ask me might be better to ask someone in that current situation, for sure. But yeah, like I said, this series is it's gonna be very valuable. If you do choose to follow along and put in the work, stay disciplined to watching the videos all the way through, taking notes, watching it twice, all things like that. I think you're really gonna like the whole course, the whole series, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to upload a new video with a new topic daily, and this whole course is gonna consist of from what we're doing right now, talking about the journey to more in-depth psychology, to concepts, to actual trades, to models, all things like that. It's going to have everything you need to put you on that right path to succeed. And, I hope maybe after a couple of videos, you realize, I'm not messing with you. I'm, being 100% honest. Everything's coming, from inside. I'm not making anything up. And maybe you'll take the next step to actually want to work with me more personally. So, I can really get to know you guys. And I only think that'll help in the long run. But at the end of the day, it's completely your choice. And all things considered, totally up to you. With that said, that's going to bring this video to an end, but also a new beginning. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Peace out.